Welcome to Kung Fu Halfway number 2. Black History Month is coming to an end. I still haven't found any female black martial artists. I'm still researching that. Hopefully by tomorrow, after I get help for school stuff, I'll be able to do better research. But this isn't about that. This is about superhero adaptation. So I want to talk to y'all. First, I'm going to show you an example of me in my Scarlet Spider suit, which you've already seen if you watched the last videos. But since this is my final video tonight, this is about superhero adaptation in battle, and I want to give you guys a quick lesson on being a superhero. Now, I'm not going to put the uniform on. I'm just going to show you this uniform that I already have. Plus, the gauntlets are out in the shed drying right now as we speak because they're sprayed with silver spray paint. I'm probably going to add another coat on it sometime tomorrow, or another coat, however you say it. Anyway, I got a lot to do. Plus, I have school. So, I'm going to show the video, and then I'm going to talk about superheroes who do not have martial art trainings, but are dangerously close to being martial artists. Now, the reason why I'm going to do that is because the specific superhero that I'm mentioning is the superhero that I'm dressed as. They've never taken a karate lesson a day in their life. They have trained in the danger room, but they have not been professionally trained by martial artists. Thought you guys might find this interesting, so that's why I'm going to do that. So without further ado, here's the Scarlet Spider, aka Ben Riley. Okay, you get no more because I was angry that I totally sucked in that video. Okay, so here's the thing. Scarlet Spider has fought the Hand. Spider-Man has fought the Hand. Other people like Daredevil has fought the Hand. However, Daredevil was not a martial artist. Good fighter, not a martial artist. He kind of picked it up on the way. I guess adaptation helps a lot. Scarlet Spider and Peter Parker have never taken a martial art lesson a day in their life. But the advantage that they have is that their spider senses automatically jerk them out the way. And here's the thing about fighters. Fighters who adapt can adapt. Now, we can't talk about Wolverine because Wolverine is a soldier. He's probably one of the oldest soldiers on Earth. He has had martial art training. He lived in Japan for a while. He had 3 Japanese wives or 2 Japanese wives, depending on before or after the retconning. Because Lady Deathstrike and Matsuko and another one, I can't remember, but I know he's definitely had at least 2 or 3 Japanese wives that I can confirm. Xavier does not know martial arts, but being that he is a telepath, he does not qualify for this because if he's a telepath, he can learn martial arts in less than 10 seconds. Why? Because he can read everybody's mind who knows martial arts, and he would be the ultimate martial artist because he can read minds, which means he can read your moves. He doesn't have to adapt. Where people like Spider-Man, Venom, Anti-Venom, Luke Cage. But Luke Cage was a prisoner, so I guess he learned how to fight before he got there. Dwayne Taylor Night Thrasher's knocked off because he was definitely trained in martial arts since he was a child. Silhouette's knocked off because she was trained as a child. Vance Astro, he can't really be considered a martial artist. And I mean Vance Astro, Justice, and Marvel Boy. Not Vance Astro, my favorite, Major Victory. Because he literally was trained in martial arts. He went into the military. Now, Vance Astro, Justice, and Marvel Boy, well, when he was Marvel Boy in the 616, he was a wrestler. So, I guess I gotta take him off the list. Plus, he's also a telepath. So, that kind of wipes that out. I think he's a telepath and a telekinetic. He might just be a telekinetic. He's gonna be in the maybe list. But for Major Victory for Guardians of the Galaxy, he was definitely a telekinetic. So, he really didn't use martial arts as much as he used that shield that Cap has when he just sprung the damn thing around and around and stuff like that. Now, I could say Hobie Brown, the original Prowler, was not a martial artist, but a Street Fighter learns how to adapt very fast, and he was a thief. So that kind of worked that out. I will probably do a video on Hobie Brown's Prowler versus Miles Morales' uncle being the Prowler, because that was like a new thing to me, just like Dr. Octopus being a female. In Miles Morales' world, that would be old hat to those who are Miles Morales' fan. But me just learning about Miles Morales during Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales is supposed to be mixed. His mom is supposed to be black and his dad's supposed to be Spanish, but I think the cartoon screwed that up. Or his dad must be mixed and his mom and his dad are both Spanish. I don't remember how it actually works. But being a person of multicultural, that's what makes Miles Morales interesting to me. I'm not a big fan of Kid Arachnia, but it is what it is. Now, for all medicinal purposes, I will name heroes who don't have military training, or at least before they joined their affiliated groups that have the Danger Room, because some Avengers did not have martial art training. So that's not including Cap, because he didn't really learn martial arts. It's not including Iron Man, because why use kung fu kicks when I can just zap the shit out of you? Yeah, Hawkeye is questionable. Mockingbird does not have martial art training. However, she's just as good with whatever the hell it is she does. If you go into the Inhumans, you have Medusa and her hair, so she doesn't really know martial arts, but she knows how to whip that hair around. Crystal, who's an elemental, she doesn't know martial arts, but she's adapted. But the people who actually have combat training before they were X-Men are not basically in this list. Spider-Man and Scarlet Spider did not have combat training. Now, the thing with them is that they were always under attack anyway, so they got good at learning how to use all of their appendages. Spider-Man swings through the air and kicks people in the face, just common damn knowledge. He does not know martial arts, though. But after years of learning how to control his web slinging and swinging, and your legs are more powerful than your hands, so kicking someone in the face would be logical, which means he adapted very well. And in the comics that I've read in Spider-Man from the 70s to the 90s, he's never taken a martial art class. But he's forever using martial arts and has some quick-ass evades. Unlike Deadpool, who is a trained martial artist, because he's a trained mercenary who is also an assassin. So, he has some martial arts skills. Unlike Wolverine, unlike any of the X-Men, except for, maybe Storm, Colossus, Kitty Pryde, they were not trained in martial arts until they became X-Men. No, because the Danger Room. Same thing with Cyclops. Except for at one point when Cyclops left the X-Men, he did pick up judo. Okay, so that's kind of probably all retcon now anyway. Now, when you talk about someone like Luke Cage, who was a prisoner, he was a fighter, but he was a prisoner. Deathlock, a cyborg, did not know martial arts. Silver Sable, on the other hand, does know martial arts. Sandman does not know martial arts, but when your arm can turn into a block of sand and you can knock somebody across the room without having to do anything, why do you need martial arts? A lot of Silver Sable's, her gang, a lot of her members of her team are all mercenary and soldiers, so they all know martial arts, so they're out. Psylocke didn't learn martial arts until she became an X-Man, and she wasn't really good at it until she became Japanese, so that's kind of a catch-22 there. Let's see, who else can I throw into this mix? Franklin Richards, he does not know martial arts, but when you're the most powerful mutant in the Marvel Universe, there's really no point of needing to know martial arts when you can snap your fingers and just kill someone. None of the Fantastic Four are military trained, not even the ever-loving Thing, Ben Grimm, because they all were eggheads, But I don't recall them ever actually dealing with the hand, but yet those four people still beat the X-Men. Now, yes, the Fantastic Four has beaten the X-Men. The Avengers have also beaten the X-Men at least once. And if you read Inhumans vs. X-Men, the X-Men pretty much lost because the Terrigen Mist or whatever the hell. It's all kind of complicated. Just get the trademark. It'll explain everything better than I can. I stopped reading comics for a reason. It's not because I don't love them. It's that the writers all got raw hairs up their ass and decided to go in a different direction. And not in the direction that was leading towards peace on Earth with the humans and the mutants. And I don't know why they took that left turn and just kept going. They didn't just turn at Albuquerque, they plowed over Albuquerque. Bugs Bunny joke, for those who don't know. I should have took that left turn at Albuquerque. Anyway, other Marvel heroes who don't know martial arts but use it all the time, which was like kind of shocking. Turbo, she's a new warrior. I don't know if she's still a new warrior. Namor, he was an Avenger. Now he's an X-Man. North Star, a Canadian Korean kid who did not know martial arts, but him and his sisters were mutants and they could fire light beams out of their hands. So, go figure. I want to say Vindicator, but when I say Vindicator, am I talking Vindicator Heather or Vindicator her husband? Because eventually they wind up switching names where she became Guardian, he became Vindicator, and vice versa. And then there's Puck, who's not a martial artist, but he's basically a fastball special. And speaking of fastball special, there's Speedball from the New Warriors. He is not a martial artist, but they use martial arts all the time. The reason why I'm making this video is to go to the fact that I've said this and no one believes me, so I'm going to say it one more time as I close out, and Marvel can be my witness. Everyone on Earth knows martial arts. They just need guidance to unlock it and to home in their skills. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.